Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV News22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Heba Hamedi.
And I'm Ben Schlittler.
So, it's been really hot lately.
And you know what? If I'm being honest, I have not been a fan. It's a little too much for me. Abby, what can you tell us about today's weather?
Well, you guys, it is actually still pretty hot out there. The temperature's at 86 degrees with mostly sunny skies. Winds at west-southwest 8 miles per hour. Humidity at 5%. Dew point at 5 degrees. And the barometer's at 29.98 inches. Now, today we had a high of 89 degrees, when on average we have a high of 79 degrees. We're having a low of 50 degrees, and in 1962 we had a record high of 91 degrees, and in 2015 we had a record low of 30 degrees. We had no rain today, so that leaves our yearly precipitation at 0.83 inches. That's all I have. Let's take it back to the desk for more news.
2 people are in Doña Ana County Jail after a traffic stop ended in drug charges and the discovery of a house full of undocumented immigrants. On March 12th, state police stopped Albert Torres and Victoria Cabrales on I-10 west of Las Cruces. Officers found stolen firearms, meth, and drug paraphernalia in the car. Police also found food that Torres and Cabrales says was bound for a house in Las Cruces where 16 immigrants were stashed. The immigrants were turned over to Border Patrol. New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham says the legislature still has more work to do, so she's calling for a special session starting on July 18th. The governor says the session will deal with crime and public safety, and among the things she wants addressed is how the competency of criminal defendants is determined, addressing panhandling, and establishing a statewide crime database. This will be the 5th special session called by Governor Lujan Grisham. Well, an exciting thing about being on a college campus is being able to learn about different cultures and different celebrations.
And one of them is called Holi, a Hindu celebration marked primarily by students from India, as News22's Samantha Dates discovered. It's very colorful.
Students gathered at Corbett Outdoor Stage to celebrate a Hindu tradition called Holi, also known as the Festival of Colors. Participants throw colored powders on each other, dance, and let loose.
We get to color all of people, and it's a kind of a joy we see, and there's kind of a chase and playfulness around this festival, and it lets a lot of mental stress out.
Holi is one of the largest festivals in South Asia. People fill the streets with colorful decorations and lively celebration. Holi isn't just an event to throw colored powder at people. It also has a very deep cultural significance tied to the Hindu gods. The legend is about a demon king and his sister, Holika, who conspired to kill a deviant prince and failed.
If you look at it, it also signifies the victory of good over evil. So that's one more thing. And then, we just have fun.
Even the colors carry their own meanings, like purple, which signifies peace and wisdom, or green, the color of new beginnings. Samantha Dates, News22.
Stay tuned. Abby will be back with your national weather forecast.
Welcome back. You're watching News22 Wednesday,
where news matters. They say that idle hands are the devil's workshop. Well, there are some men in Las Cruces trying to put a glove on those idle hands.
Boxing gloves, that is, and it's helping to lift up the entire community, as News22's Ray Gonzalez has the story.
Ava Munoz Castillo is ferocious in the ring, but outside of it, she's a shy girl.
It's kind of feels weird because I'm a girl and some people like girls can't box, but...
Ava, good job, Miha, okay? That's because Ava's coaches are able to bring out the fighter in her, just like the rest of their students at the House of Pain.
Faith, if I'm wrapping your hands, girlfriend, you better punch somebody in the face.
Here at the House of Pain Boxing Gym, you can expect your child to learn such things as slipping the jab, keeping their guard up, and throwing combinations. But the life lessons they'll learn here will go on long after they stepped out of this ring. Adon Sanchez's day job is teaching at the Juvenile Center as a vocational instructor. But for the past 7 years, he and assistant trainer Carlos Romero have spent most of their time and money here at the House of Pain.
We provide a platform for kids that are, underprivileged, low income, single parent, no parent, and give them a place where they can come in and develop the skills to compete in organized sports.
Keep that right. my hand up, AJ.
Unlike other youth sports, the city of Las Cruces does not fund boxing. That means each trainer must provide their own gym and equipment. Adon even had to weld together the frame that holds up this punching bag. But even on a small budget, they have big results.
I won 3 Golden Glove championships in a row. I'm a 2-time Silver Glove champion, state champion, and then I'm a 2-time national champion.
While Adon and Coach Carlos are proud of their accomplishments, they know that their true success cannot be measured with wins and losses in the ring.
Straight down the middle. Throw your 2 straight down the middle. We'll compliment.
You know, when I got kids that are graduating from college, graduating high school, and coming back and saying, hey, thank you. You know, you gave me somewhere to be, somewhere to focus, somewhere to train. You know, so that's what the real reward is what they accomplish outside of the ring.
Because he says at the House of Pain, you'll learn that there's more than one way to be a champion. Ray Gonzalez, News 22.
Go ahead and take a look at our national maps. So for my first map, I'm looking at tonight's forecast across the U.S. As you can see, pretty nice temperatures throughout. Albuquerque is at 50 degrees with clear skies, and El Paso at 58 degrees and clear skies. Phoenix, some clouds in the sky at 64 degrees. Now, if we move on to my next map, we're going to take a look at those temperatures that are going to be dropping this weekend. Not here in New Mexico, but on the east and south of the U.S. As you can see, Amarillo will start at 62 degrees, and then going into Saturday, Friday, and Saturday, it will go all the way down to 45 degrees. Now, as you can see, I think Amarillo is the one with the biggest jump, going from Friday 61 degrees, Saturday at 46 degrees, and then Sunday jumping back up to 60 degrees. New York is kind of the opposite. Friday at 58 degrees, Saturday going up to 68 degrees, and then going back down on Sunday to 63 degrees. Now, Raleigh and Atlanta will start off the weekend at 80 degrees and then end on Sunday at 60 degrees. Now, taking a look at my next map, we're going to be taking a look at those thunderstorm forecasts around the area. Well, we can see at these places in central U.S. have been experiencing tornadoes this past week, and going into tomorrow, St. Louis and Nashville, these places will be receiving damaging winds and possible tornadoes as well. Little Rock and some rain. Some rain will be coming in from Omaha into the mid-Mississippi Valley. So this is the place that is most likely to receive the most tornadoes tomorrow. So if you are in those places, just be prepared for that and stay careful. Now, that's all I have for your national weather. I will be back for the local forecast after the break. Welcome back. Let's take a look at those local temperatures now. Farmington right now is at 75 degrees, Clovis at 84, Ruidoso at 68, Roswell at 87. Here in Las Cruces, we're seeing right now 86 degrees, and Deming is at 82 degrees. Now tomorrow, Gallup will see 75 degrees, Albuquerque at 81 degrees, Socorro 86 degrees, Roswell 92 degrees, pretty hot. Here in Las Cruces as well, 91 degrees, and Deming is at 88 degrees. Now tonight in Alamogordo, they will see clear skies with a low of 51 degrees, and tomorrow some clouds in the sky with a high of 88 degrees. Now moving over to Truth or Consequences, clear sky as well tonight with a low of 52 degrees, a high of 78 degrees tomorrow, and clear skies. Now in Silver City tonight, a low of 47 and a high tomorrow of 78 degrees with some clouds in the sky. And then moving to Las Cruces, here in Las Cruces, we will see clear skies tonight with a low of 50, a high of 91 tomorrow, and some clouds in the sky. That's all I have. Let's take it back to Ben.
Thanks, Abby. This year, Ruidoso was ranked 4th in the top 10 cultural scenes in the U.S.
That's right, Ben. USA Today panel nominated Ruidoso for its imputed cultural ties to the Mescalero, Apache, and early Spanish settlers. The panel also noted that Ruidoso offers a deep dive into the historic background of the area through a number of historical sites and attractions. Lastly, the judges recognized Ruidoso's rich and unique art scene. It might seem bananas, but the third Wednesday in April is always National Banana Day.
And the best way to celebrate it is just to eat one. Bananas are one of the oldest cultivated fruits in the world and one of the most popular. More than 100 billion bananas are produced around the world each year. Bananas are normally eaten raw, but they can also be baked into muffins, pies, breads, and cakes. They're a great source of vitamins and amino acids. Well, baseball season's in full swing, and it is just shocking that the LA Angels haven't made the playoffs since I was in 5th grade. Tall, what do you think they can do to change that?
Thank you, Ben. Yeah, Mike Trout is stuck there in LA, and that'll be next on News 22. So don't go far. News 22 Sports is next.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
Welcome back. I'm Tall Lamboy, and let's talk sports. The baseball Aggies are celebrating as they end their road trip on a hot streak. Amidst a 5-game trip away from home, the Aggies finished their midweek series with a sweep of the Tarleton State Texans. Keith Jones, who leads the Aggies in many statistical categories, continued his dominance with 4 hits and 5 RBIs and a 9-5 beatdown of the Texans. They finished 4-1 on the road trip and hope to bring this momentum back home as they face FIU in a 3-game series starting Friday. The softball Aggies are surging as they continue their exceptional play on the road. The Aggies went north to face UNM yesterday and came out on top. After sending 7 innings of a pitcher's duel, New Mexico State would have the last laugh as Desiana Patman drove in Jilliana Taylor with a double to seal a 4-3 win. The softball Aggies now boast the 3rd best record in their conference and look to bring their clutch factor onto their next series against first place. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action tomorrow. Still ahead on News 22, Abby will be back to take a look at your 5-day forecast.
Let's take a look at our top stories.
New Mexico State Legislature will hold a special session this upcoming July to discuss crime and public safety. A group of Las Cruces locals are teaching youth how to be champions both in and out of the ring. And students gathered outside Corbett to celebrate a Hindu tradition called Holi. If you like early 2000s music, then last night's drag show was meant for you.
The 2000s themed performance hosted by NMSU's LGBT+ programs was a hit, featuring 14 different performers. This was NMSU's largest drag show to date. This was also a local favorite, Chaotica's last performance as a student.
When I was doing this in 2022, we only had like me and 1 other student. And now we see 14 people performing, and this is gonna be my last one. I feel confident that we're gonna do just fine as the LMSU community, in the drag community.
NMSU is looking forward to even bigger shows in the near future. I am really hoping it gets colder over the next few days.
I really hope so too, Ben. Abby, what can you tell us about those numbers?
Let's take a look at that 5-day. As you guys said, it will get cooler on Saturday and Sunday, but starting off with tomorrow, we will see partly sunny skies with a high of 91 degrees and a low of 54. Friday, we'll see sunny skies with a high of 91 as well and a low of 57. On Saturday, sunny skies with a high of 88 degrees and a low of 51 degrees. Sunday, sunny skies as well, high of 84 degrees and a low of 51, and then going back up to 91 degrees and sunny skies on Monday with a low of 59 degrees. That's all I have for your 5-day. Let's take it back to the desk.
Well, that wasn't what I was hoping for. But before we sign off, we just want to say happy birthday to one of our anchors and reporters, Samantha Date. She's turning 20 today. Happy birthday to you. And that's all for News 22 Wednesday. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight.
Tune in tomorrow night for more news. I'm Heba Hamedi.
And I'm Ben Schliller. And from the whole News 22 team, Heba, Abby, Tall, and myself, good night.
This news brief in Español is brought to you by Noticias 22, Spanish language news for southern New Mexico and West Texas. Noticias 22.
Buenas tardes, yo soy Jade Matornelas con las breves de hoy con Noticias 22. La gobernadora de Nuevo México, Michelle Lujan Grisham, dice que la legislatura tiene más trabajo por hacer, por lo que convocó a una sesión especial a partir del 18 de julio. La gobernadora dice que toda la sesión será sobre la delincuencia y la seguridad pública. Entre las cosas que quiere que se aborden está cómo se determina la competencia de los acusados de delitos penales y abordar la indigencia y establecer una base de datos estatal sobre delitos. Esta será la quinta sesión especial convocada por la gobernadora Lujan Grisham. 2 personas están en la cárcel de condenado de Doña Ana después de una parada de tráfico terminara en cargos por drogas y el descubrimiento de una casa llena de inmigrantes indocumentados. El 12 de marzo, la policía estatal detuvo a Albert Torres y Victoria Cabrales en la I-10 al oeste de las Cruces. Los agentes encontraron en la coche armas de fuego robadas, metanfetamina y parafernalía de drogas. La policía también encontró comida que, según Torres y Cabrales, iba en camino a una casa en las Cruces donde estaban escondidos 16 inmigrantes. Los inmigrantes fueron entregados a la patrulla fronteriza. Eso fue todo por hoy. Que tengan muy buenas noches.